So recently we've been talking about DIY recipes and the changes surrounding them in the latest content update that was distributed a few weeks back, and this has sparked a lot of conversation about receiving duplicate recipes when playing New Horizons and how to obtain new ones. So I thought it'd be a good idea to run down some of these simple things you can do to stop getting duplicate recipes all of the time and start finding new ones again. Of course, this is most effective for those who know they have many more recipes to learn but simply can't find them. Number 1. Villagers. Now, believe it or not, DIY recipes are somewhat linked to villager personality, and the type of recipe you can obtain from them, for the most part, is selected from a predefined pool of recipes. This means when you run into a villager crafting something in their home, you have a 95% chance of receiving a DIY recipe associated with their personality. And if you have an island full of smug animals and you've been playing for a while, you probably have a 95% chance of receiving a duplicate recipe. So if you find yourself finding duplicate recipes all of the time, the single best tip is to swap out some villagers and invite some new personalities onto your island. You'll probably notice a difference straight away. It's important to remember you can find villagers crafting up to 3 times per day, so that's 3 new recipes if you kick out Raymond, Marshall and Julian. Number 2. Campers. Now, if for some reason you generally like Raymond and can't let him go, another way to increase the likelihood of getting DIY recipes you don't already have is by inviting these villagers to your campsite using Amiibo. If you interact with villagers who are visiting your campsite, there's a good chance they'll ask you to craft them an item to take home as a souvenir, and if you don't already know the recipe, they'll give it to you. Again, the DIY recipe the camper will hand over is associated with their personality and therefore selected from a predefined pool of recipes. So if you invite Static and you don't have any other cranky villagers on your island, there's a very good chance you'll get a new DIY recipe that you haven't found before. Number 3. Special characters. Now, if you find yourself constantly finding duplicate recipes and you do have a variety of personalities on your island, it may be that you're coming to the end of all the recipes and you only have a handful left to find. And it's entirely possible that these recipes simply can't be obtained from villagers, bottles or balloons. There's a good chance you're looking to track down recipes that can only be obtained from the likes of Celeste. Celeste, of course, most commonly appears during meteor showers and offers up new DIY recipes for wands and items from the Space and Star series. Although it's difficult to encounter Celeste on your own island and can take a while to obtain all of her recipes, be sure to visit a friend's island if they have a meteor shower, or look for special visitors that are being hosted by New Horizons players online. You can literally talk to Celeste on any island and most likely get a brand new DIY recipe. Anyway, moving on, for those who are looking to stop getting duplicate recipes, swapping out some villagers is definitely key, especially if you don't like using Amiibo cards. But naturally, if you've already obtained most of the recipes, it is going to be a challenge to find the last few. And as annoying as it is receiving a duplicate recipe card you don't want, be sure to keep it anyway, and maybe you could trade it with someone who does. And who knows, maybe their duplicate recipe is one you're looking for. But what do you think about these tricks? Do you have an island full of smug villagers, and do you make full use of the campsite? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, until next time, have an amazing day, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.